Welcome to my new series, How to Maintain a Bond in Old School Runescape. In this series I'm going to be showcasing loads of different methods for getting money, and the idea is that if you did these methods for 1 hour a day, you would have enough, or sometimes more than enough, for you to buy a bond at the end of the 14 days worth of membership. Throughout the series I'll be guiding you through the methods used, as well as doing the moneymaker for an hour myself to show you the loot. The prices of bonds usually go anywhere in between 3 and 4 mil, depending on the market, so we're going to go down the middle and assume that bonds are 3.5 mil for this series, and that means we need to make at least 250k GP per hour to maintain a bond throughout the series. If you want to be more accurate with your bond prices, just take the current price of the bond and divide it by 14, and that will tell you how much you need to make every hour to afford a bond in 14 days. Some of the methods in this series you might already be aware of, but if it helps at least one person out, then that's fine with me. However, I'm sure that some of these methods can teach you something new in the future as well. This series ties in really well with my current ongoing one, making max cash from level 3, since I'll be using that account for all these videos. It's perfect because my account is still a low level, which will make the amount of GP I get per hour more accurate to the people using these methods. And as my account progresses even further, I'll be unlocking new methods to show you as well. So as you can probably already tell, I'm starting off really simply with the first video, and that is with Chaos Druids. These are level 13 and are located in the Edgeville dungeon shown on screen now. Be aware these are in level 1 to 3 wilderness, and it is a popular PK spot for the school trickers disguising themselves as the druids. Just be sure to have your player attack options on hidden to avoid sculling by accident. There really isn't an ideal setup to kill these, since it can be done at basically any level and you can use whatever gear you want. A ring of wealth would be good to bring since it only costs around 13k, and the reason you bring this is because it automatically picks up the coins for you so you don't have to bother. Most people just leave the coins on the ground, but you'll find that it really does add up over time, and this goes with anything as well in the future that you'll do. Killing any monsters you can have a ring of wealth on and it will always pick up the coins. And you'll want to bring a charged glory amulet to speed up the trips to the bank as well. This will allow you to make more money in the hour. If you have one already, bring a looting bag because you can put all the loot inside it whilst you're in the wilderness. If you don't have one, just kill the druids as normal and you will get one eventually. Every monster in the wilderness has a 1 out of 30 drop rate for a looting bag, so it shouldn't take you too long to get one. It's got a new setting on it as well, where if you click on it you can have it open like you can see in my inventory. This means that anything you pick up off the floor will go straight into the bag, saving you time messing around and clicking items and manually putting them in the bag yourself. It'll also speed up the kills if you bring a super attack and strength pots for melee, or range pots if you're ranging them. Other than that, just make sure you bring some food and do not bring anything into the wilderness that you aren't prepared to lose. That goes for anything you do in the wilderness, like whether it be Callisto or anything else like that. Do not bring something you're not prepared to lose, because that way you cannot get mad if you end up getting PK'd. I did these myself at around level 12 with only 15 range when I first started this account, and I still made a good amount of GP per hour. Obviously your combat level will determine how many kills you can get per hour, which will also affect how much you'll be making in that hour as well. So after the hour is finished, this is the loot that I ended up with, and it is worth 266k, which is 16k more than what I intended to make for the series. So that is some nice profit. I'm going to go ahead and sell this now. So after selling all the loot, I'm left with 270k cash, and that means that if I did this every day for 1 hour for 14 days, I would be able to maintain a bond and have at least 3.5 mil in the bank. Obviously the GP an hour you get is very heavily reliant on how many Ranarr weeds you get and how lucky you get with all the other good herbs as well, because they are the bulk of the GP that you will be getting. If you're a lower level, don't expect to make 270k, but this is a viable method for all different types of levels. You can literally do this like 10 minutes after Tutorial Island. Also in the hour I managed to get 64.3k XP, 48.3k that is in attack, and 16k in hit points, which got me from 60 to 62 attack and 73 to 74 hit points. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it helps someone out, whether you're a new player looking to make a bond or get your first 1 mil cash, or if you're on the rebuild and didn't think this was a viable method for some decent starting cash. I'd love it if you could leave a comment with how you'd like the videos to be constructed. So if you'd like me to add something or make them longer or shorter, whatever it is, just let me know and I'll sort it out. If you have a moneymaker you'd like to see in a video, let me know that as well. I'm not sure how often these videos will be coming out, but I have loads of different methods to record, so if I get enough to sit on for a bit, they could become a weekly thing until the series ends. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.